Hello everyone, my name is Fu Jianhong. Today I will present the project with the intergalactic graphics station. This is an interactive scratch simulation designed to teach students about the relationship between mass and weight, integrating physics concepts with mathematical calculation. It guides learners for understanding the concept, applying the formulas, and finally a research engineering challenge. So let's start with the target learners. I've designed this activity for Hong Kong primary 5 to 6 students aged approximately 10 to 12. I choose this specific grade level for three reasons. The mathematics students in primary 5 are learning decimal multiplication, so this project acts as the practical application for calculating formulas like weight times 0.38. In science, it aligns with general studies curriculum regarding space and gravity. And in coding, these students are ready to move beyond simple animation to using variables and logic. So these are simple. They need basic understanding that gravity pulls object down and basic familiarity with the scratch in the race. So I have set three measurable learning objectives for this activity. By the end of this session, students will be able to understand that mass stay the same, weight challenge change depending on planet gravity, and calculate the weight or mass using the ratio formula. And for advanced learners, apply reserve logic apply reserve logic to determine that the Earth weight when gives the Mars weight. This encourages them to think backwards, which is a key problem-solving skills. To achieve this objective, I design a structured learning flow consists of three stages: explore, practice, and assess. First is explore. In the tutorial mode, students input their own weights to see the result immediately. And second is practice. I design a button to create the loops. This allows students to encourage interactive learning, trying different values repeatedly to observe the pattern before they are tested. Third is assess. Finally, they enter the challenge mode to solve random questions. This flow ensures that students are not just memorizing answers, but understanding the underlying logic. So let's move to the demo. So you can see the main station is like this. The user can choose between tutorials and challenge. Let's start with the tutorial first. So this astronaut acts as a guide. It tells you the ratio of 0.38. I will enter for like the 100 kg. So when you click the mass, you calculate the mass weight. If the student wants to try another number, they can click the Earth button. This in this let's try another like the 30 kg. So click mass, it will also calculate the value. So let's go to the challenge. The system generates random questions. If I answer correct, I will get points. If so, for this one would be answer of 28.12 kilogram. So it will show the sum. And if I answer wrong, would be, for example, I answer 1 kg. It will show the correct answer and show the score. If for this one, it would be so here is the final logic, the reserve question. I have to calculate the Earth rate from the Mars rate. For this one, this tests the deep understanding. So user need to calculate the Earth rate. So for this one would be 13 kg. So it will show the score. You can and user need to and click the home button can get back to the home page. So let's expand the coding behind the logic. This is the script for astronaut sprite. So variables, I use global variables like the score and Earth rate to store data that needs to be accessed across different stage. And I use broadcast measures extensively. For example, when the user clicks the icon, it broadcasts a message to astronaut to start the calculation. And for challenge mode here, you can see the repeat loop. I use pick random block to generate numbers. And for the final question, I use the specific algorithm. I pick the answer first, then calculate the question prompt. This ensures the numbers are clean and avoid confusing decimal error for the student. So here are the user interface, the button programming, and you can see the script, these scripts. When I click some buttons, it will show any things, and when I go to different interface, it will not show something like this one. So to conclude, intergalactic graphic stations is more than just a quiz. It is a tool that develops computational thinking, specific in algorithmic think and decomposition. For Fusion Improve, I plan to add tests to Beach Fusions to make the project more accessible for students with reading difficulties and also more planar transformation. So thank you for listening. This ends my presentation.